Imagine being trapped alone, hundreds of meters below the ocean's surface, with nothing but darkness pressing in from every side. No sound but your own heartbeat. No guarantee that anyone will ever find you. For most of us, the thought alone is enough to send chills down our spine. But for one man, this nightmare became a reality. A reality that lasted not just for a few terrifying minutes, but for 3 whole days. Most people wouldn't last a few hours in the crushing depths of the ocean. The cold, the pressure, the isolation. It's a place where hope disappears fast. So how did he survive? What did he see? What did he feel? And what secrets did the deep reveal to him? Stay with me, because the story you're about to hear isn't just about survival. It's about the impossible. And the twist at the end will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. Our story begins with Harrison, an experienced crew member aboard a small tugboat off the coast of Nigeria. For him, it was supposed to be just another routine shift, checking equipment, sharing jokes with the crew, and watching the endless blue horizon. The ocean was calm, the sky clear, and nothing seemed out of the ordinary. But as the sun dipped below the waves, disaster struck without warning. A sudden, violent storm rolled in, battering the vessel with monstrous waves. Within minutes, the tugboat capsized, plunging Harrison and his crewmates into chaos. What started as a normal day quickly turned into a nightmare. Trapped inside the overturned hull, Harrison found himself alone, surrounded by pitch-black water and the haunting silence of the deep. Every second, the pressure mounted, not just from the ocean, but from the terrifying realization that rescue might never come. The true ordeal was only just beginning. In those first moments, after the boat capsized, Harrison's mind raced with panic. The world had turned upside down. Literally, he was trapped in a tiny air pocket, the only thing separating him from the icy, black water that filled every other space. The darkness was absolute, so thick it felt like a living thing pressing against his skin. Every breath he took was a reminder that the oxygen wouldn't last forever. The cold seeped into his bones, making his teeth chatter and his muscles ache. He had no food, no fresh water, and no way of knowing if anyone even realized he was still alive. Every sound became a threat. The groaning of the metal hull, the distant rush of water, and the occasional, terrifying brush of something unseen in the depths. Was he debris, or something alive, drawn by the vibrations of the wreck? Harrison's mind conjured up every nightmare he'd ever heard about the ocean. Hunger gnawed at his stomach, but fear gnawed at his mind. With every passing hour, hope faded a little more. Would anyone find him before the air ran out? Would you have the strength to hold on? Or would the darkness win? As the hours dragged into a second day, Harrison's greatest enemy wasn't just the ocean. It was his own mind. The silence became deafening, broken only by the eerie creaks of the wreck and the distant, haunting echoes of the sea. Alone in the darkness, time lost all meaning. Shadows danced behind his eyelids, and at times, he wasn't sure if he was awake or dreaming. Hunger and thirst gnawed at him, but it was the loneliness that threatened to break him. He started to hear voices, memories of his family, fragments of old conversations, anything to fill the void. But Harrison refused to give in. He forced himself to focus on survival, searching every inch of his tiny prison for anything that could help. He found a small pocket of air trapped beneath a table and carefully rationed his breaths, moving as little as possible to conserve oxygen. He resisted the urge to panic, knowing that hyperventilating would only use up precious air. Most people would have given up, but Harrison discovered something that changed everything. A faint, cold current of water, hinting at a possible escape route. What would you do in his place? Share your survival trick in the comments below. By the third day, Harrison's body was reaching its limits. Every breath felt heavier, the air growing stale and thin. His limbs were numb from the cold, and his mind drifted in and out of consciousness. The darkness seemed to close in tighter, and the sounds of the ocean grew louder. Morty Menacin. He knew that at any moment, the last pocket of air could vanish, or the wreck could shift, sealing his fate forever. And then there was the ever-present fear of predators. Sharks, eels, or something even stranger, drawn by the vibrations of the wreck. Every splash or movement in the water sent a jolt of terror through his exhausted body. Just when all hope seemed lost, a distant, metallic clanging echoed through the hull. At first, Harrison thought it was another hallucination, but then, beams of light pierced the darkness, Divest had found the wreck. In a final surge of willpower, Harrison banged on the metal, signaling his presence. The rescuers couldn't believe what they heard. Was it luck, fate, or sheer determination that kept him alive? As they pulled him from the depths, everyone expected a miracle. But what the rescuers found inside the wreck left everyone speechless. Harrison's survival sparked endless debate. Some experts point to science. The unique structure of the wreck created a stable air pocket, and the cold water slowed his metabolism, helping him conserve oxygen. Psychologists say his mental strength and refusal to panic were just as important as any physical factor, but others aren't so sure. Skeptics argue that surviving 3 days in such conditions defies all odds, while believers whisper about fate, miracles, or even supernatural intervention. Was it pure luck that the rescuers found him in time? Or did something else guide them to that exact spot? Eyewitnesses claim they felt a strange presence in the water, as if the ocean itself was watching over him. Could anyone really survive such an ordeal? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye? What do you think? Science, luck, or something beyond explanation? Share your theory in the comments below. So, how did Harrison survive 3 days alone in the unforgiving depths of the ocean? Was it his quick thinking? The strange luck of the air pocket? Or something even more mysterious at play? His story is a reminder of just how unpredictable and awe-inspiring the human spirit can be when pushed to its limits. But it also leaves us with a haunting question. Faced with the same darkness, the same isolation, would you have made it out alive? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What would you have done differently? Do you have your own survival tips or theories about what really happened down there? We love hearing your ideas and stories. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our community for more mind-bending mysteries and survival tales. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.